Shana Tova.
Shana Tova. Shana Tova.
Welcome, Bruchim Habayim. It's so wonderful to be with you this evening, welcoming the new year together. The nigun, the tune we just sang, it's called Elul. It's the last chance to sing it on the right month, because in a few moments Elul is gone and Tishrei begins. And we get to start this new year together, and it feels a special blessing. It's realizing that even though last year we were here already in person and hybrid, we did not have Erev Rosh Hashanah in person. We still had only online. It was just actually Noah and me. So it's very nice that I love being with Noah, but it's also love being with all of you here. So welcoming you all that are here in person, those of you who are joining us on Zoom and on YouTube. It's great to be able to welcome you too. Excited to be this evening leading together with Rafi Ellenson and our rabbinic intern, Sarah Robin. Starting tomorrow, you can see based on the seating, our davening team will also include 3 more people. We have a great big davening team that will be leading us through our services, and it's just wonderful to be able to welcome the year in prayer, in community, in song this evening. So we'll begin with the candle lightings. So if you're able to rise, I invite you to do so for candle lighting. And the blessing we say is Asher kitshanu v'mitzvotav etzivanu ladlik ner shel yom tov, followed by the blessing of Shechayanu, inviting us for a moment of prayer, of tefillah from our hearts for the wishes for this year, for the blessing of this year. Holy One of blessing,
Holy One of blessing, your presence fills creation. Oh, your presence fills creation. Oh, your presence fills creation.
Holy One of blessing,
Holy One of blessing,
your
your presence fills creation. Your presence fills creation. Oh, your presence fills creation.
If you want, you can take from the light of the Shabbat, but that's a Shabbat thing, so we don't do that today. We just say the bracha together. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, Eloheinu melech haolam, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu le'adlik ner shel yom tov. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, שהחיינו וקיימנו והגיענו לזמן הזה, לזמן הזה. invite us to take a moment of kavanah, of intention, reminding ourselves of the mitzvah of loving our neighbor as we love ourselves. הריני מקבלת עליי מצוות הבורא, ואהבת לרעך כמוך. And our practice at TBZ is to take a moment to greet each other. I invite you to greet someone you don't know. Shana Tova, welcoming them to this space. Be mindful of people's different. Wait a moment before for my instructions. Be mindful of people's different practices around distance. Check in with people before hugging or kissing or holding a hand. And people at home, use the chat to greet each other with Shana Tova. You may be seated. We're going to now turn to a piyut, a liturgical poem from the Sephardi tradition called Chot Ketana, which is one of your additional pages. Chot Ketana by Abraham Chazan Girundi from Spain, 13th century, and it's traditionally sung at the beginning of Rosh Hashanah. Because of the words that you can see, there's a translation in the back page. Every stanza ends with the words Tichle Shana Vekilelotea, which means let the year and its curses conclude. And then the last stanza ends with the words Tachel Shana Ubirchotea, let the year and its blessing begin. And we can say about this year, definitely let the year and its curses conclude. You agree with that one? And let a new year with blessings begin. I believe that Micah's making sure that people have the link of the song. Thank you, Micah Klein, the song sheet also on your chat. And let's sing it. It's repetitive. If you don't know it, after one time you'll know it and you can sing it with us.
Achot ketana tefilotea orcha ve'ona tehilotea elna refana lemachalotea tichle shana ve'kilelotea תכלה שנה וקללותיה מתי תעלה מתוך דיבון ומירי לכלא אולה תשמון ותחריב פלא בצאתך כגיבור אור להתר בחלל מחלותיה תכלה שנה וקללותיה חזרו וגילו אישון גמר לצור הובילו בריתו שמה לכן תעלו לציון באמן סולו סולו מסילותיה תחל שנה וברכותיה.
May the year and its blessings begin. Amen.
Amen, amen.
If you're able to rise, please do so. Page 11 in your Mahzor. Page 11 for Baruch, the call to worship. Ay, 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 ברכו את אדוני המבורך.
Baruch Adonai HaMevorach Leolam Vaad.
ברוך אדוני המבורך לעולם ועד. You may be seated. The first paragraph of Ma'ariv on page 11. ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך ולעולם מפני חושך חושבים ליום.
ומעביר יום, ומביא לילה, ומבדיל בין יום ובין לילה. אדוני צבאות שמו, אל חי וקיים, תמיד ימלוך עלינו לעולם ועד. איי, 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 איי. איי, 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 איי. Baruch atah Adonai Hamari Varavi.
ונזך וחופיך ונשמח ודברי תורתך ומצוותיך על עולם ועד.
כי הם חיינו ואורך ימינו ובהם נגע יומם ולילה ואהבתך אל תסיר ממנו לעולמים. איי 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 ברוכת אדוני אוהב עמו ישראל.
Amen. Page 12. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. We read silently the paragraphs of the Shema, page 12, 13, Hebrew or English, or using this time for your own silent meditation.
Adonai Elohechem
Page 14. I know it says Kol Nidra in the bottom, and people are like, why are we doing Kol Nidra? But it's the right machzor, don't worry.
ומלכותו ברצון קיבלו עליהם משה ובני ישראל אחד נשרה בשמחה רבה ואמרו כולם מי כמוך ברים אדוני מי כמוך נדר בקודש מלכותך ראו בניך בוקי הים לפני משה זה לי ענו ואמרו אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד ונאמר כי פדה אדוני את יעקב וגאלו מיד חזק ממנו ברוך אתה אדוני גאל ישראל.
Amen. Help us to lie down, dear one, our God, page 15, in peace, and let us arise again, our sovereign to life. Spread over us the shelter of your peace, decree for us worthy daily lot, and redeem us for the sake of your great name, and enfold us in the wings of your protection. For you are our redeeming guardian. Truly a sovereign, gracious, and compassionate God are you. God, our guard, are going forth each day for life and peace, now and always. Spread over us the shelter of your presence. Peace.
Oh
Sound the shofar at the new moon at the time designated for our festival day with rice as you are able, if you are able. Tiku b'chodesh shofar. It's the page 15 in the middle of the page. Ay, 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 שמר רבה, בעלמא דברה חירותה וימליך מלכותה בחייכון וביומכון וחיי דכל בית ישראל בגלה ובזמן קריב ואמרו אמן. יש מרב מברך לעולם ולעלמי עלמיה וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל שמי דקודשה בריחו לילה ולילה מן כל ברכתה ושירתה ושבחתה ונחמתה The Midah for the evening of Rosh Hashanah, it's on page 17. It's silent. We take some time silently between pages 17 to 22. Pages 17 to 22. Time either for the words of the Amidah, the words in your Mahzor, or a time for your own silent meditation. בספר חיים ברכה ושלום ופרנסה טובה. ניזכר וניכתב לפניך אנחנו בכל עמך בית ישראל לחיים טובים ולשלום. ברוך אתה אדוני עושה השלום.
Amen.
You may be seated. Your song sheet, if you want to sing with us, Psalm 145, verse 18.
קרוב אדוני בכל קוראיו בכל אשר יקראו קרוב אדוני לכל קוראיו
have a confession to make. I have never learned how to ride a bike. It is a long story, which I will not share now. But that means that anytime someone says, don't worry, it's just like riding a bike, referring to our capacity to relearn something we used to know or do something we haven't done in a while, I cannot relate. I don't feel much better. For many of us, this past year has been a year of slowly re-entering back to life as it was before the pandemic started. Some of us went back to work or school in person. Some of us are still staying mostly home. And most of us have been navigating a combination of those. We're desperately trying to find balance. We're trying to glide through the world with ease. I found this past year to be very challenging in a different way than the year before. Perhaps because of all the ups and downs. Last fall, we thought that maybe we were out of the woods from this pandemic, but then Omicron hit, and once again, we had to change plans, put on our masks, and go back to behaviors and practices that we thought were behind us. For some of us, going back to whatever we call normal was easy, perhaps just like riding a bike. But I believe that for most of us, re-entering society brought anxiety, fear, and the realization that it's not as easy to return to life as it was before. For the past 2.5 years, many of our relationships and interactions have centered on social distance. Although we found creative ways to stay spiritually connected, it was hard, it was long, it was filled with uncertainty. As humans, we are not supposed to be distant from each other. We are meant to be connected. We crave closeness. That is part of our social DNA. Last high holidays, we were here together in person and online, but there was still so much fear, hesitation, and not knowing. Although some of that fear, some of that hesitation and uncertainty remains, it feels in a way that we are re-entering a new phase of physical closeness, not just at TVZ and high holiday services, but in other aspects of our lives. Our kids are going to school, and for the first time in 3 years, we can see their faces and their beautiful smiles. I know we need to continue to be cautious, but I am ready to be close to you, and to invite closeness in our community. And how do we do that? How do we come closer to each other? Some say it's like riding a bike. But in many conversations with people, I have learned that re-entering the world and showing up in our relationships has had its challenges. It isn't easy as it was before. Through these high holidays, I hope to take you through a journey of thinking about the following questions. How do we come close again? How do we show up? How do you show up? How do we learn to be connected and to be in community in ways that are different, in ways that are new? The verse that we will be guiding us through these high holidays and that we just sang is from Psalm 145, verse 18. Karov Adonai lechol korav, lechol asher ikrahu be'emet. Adonai is near to all who call sincerely. God is close and near to those who call. The word karov, which means near or close, is from the same root as the word korban, which means sacrifice or offering. There are different definitions to the word sacrifice. A sacrifice is an act of slaughtering an animal or person or surrendering a possession as an offering to God or to a divine or supernatural figure. A sacrifice is also defined as an act of giving up something valued for the sake of something else regarded as more important or worthy. The origin of the word is from Latin sacrificium, related to the sacrificial from sacer, holy. We can understand this to mean that an act of giving up, an act of offering, are both holy acts. Sacrifices then were an act of giving something valued, usually an animal. And as the world of korban and karov are related, we can say that to make a sacrifice is to become closer, and to become closer is an act of holiness. In the book of Leviticus, we read, "Vayomer Moshe el Aaron, krav el hamizbeach, ve'aseh et chatatcha ve'et olatcha." Moshe said to Aaron, "Come forward to the altar and sacrifice your sin offerings and your burnt offerings." Aaron is called to approach the altar. The word for approach is krav. Aaron is about to offer a sacrifice, so he's clearly approaching the altar. So why does Moshe remind him to approach, to get close? Why does he need a reminder? Rashi, the medieval commentator, explains, "She'aya Haaron bosh ve'yareh lageshet," that Aaron was hesitant, unsure, even embarrassed to come forward and present the offering. In Rashi's imagination of the sin, Moshe then asked, "Amar lo Moshe, lama tavosh?" Why are you embarrassed about? Which Moshe answers, "For this you have been chosen. Lechach nivcharta." This is your purpose. The 13th century Spanish mystic Rabbi Bachya ben Asher imagines Aaron seeing the altar in the shape of an ox, which reminds him of the sin he committed by helping the people of Israel to make the golden calf. As Aaron is about to get closer to the divine and bring his offering, he is reminded of his own sin, his own weakness. He's suddenly faced with his vulnerabilities, so he holds back. A more modern image familiar to Harry Potter lovers, my daughter up there, is a boggart. A boggart is an immortal shape-shifting non-being. I'll say it again. A boggart is an immortal shape-shifting non-being that takes on the form of its observer's worst fear. We learn about the boggart in Harry Potter book 3 from a character named Professor Lupin. And yes, Alma helped me find the quote. To get rid of the boggart, Professor Lupin teaches his students the spell, ridiculous. A spell that combines our deepest fears with a funny or ridiculous characteristics. The character Neville, for example, imagine his greater fear, Professor Snape, dressed up with his grandmother's clothes, which makes the spell work and causes the boggart to disappear. Both the biblical Aaron and the imaginary students of Hogwarts need to face their worst fears and confront what is that holds them back. Only then can they truly be transformed. Only then can they truly show up for themselves and for others. At this moment, many of us might be feeling hesitant and afraid and vulnerable to bring ourselves back into the world. And I don't mean just physically, but spiritually too. For many of us, getting back onto the bike feels overwhelming. But I think that for all of us, even for those who find it easier, we know that there is an opportunity, there is a possibility to face our own selves, our learnings, our experience from the past year a bit differently, perhaps with more intention, perhaps with new perspective, perhaps with more clarity of our priorities, perhaps transforming the vulnerabilities into new sources of strength. Karov Adonai lechol korav lechol asher ikra'u ve'emet. Adonai is near to all who call, to all who call sincerely. In our relationship to God, we offer part of ourselves to be in a relationship of intimacy. It is very similar to how we relate to other human beings, with our loved ones, and with the world in general. To be close, to be connected, is to offer others something and to receive their offerings in return. As we strive to be close to one another this season, may we also learn how to bring offerings to our community, not only when it feels easy, but especially when it feels hard. We may not always be gliding peacefully on our bikes this year. That would be too easy. But I hope that when our wheels are wobbling, when the road feels bumpy and long, we can trust that someone will offer us their hand or their heart to keep us balanced and help us to feel whole. May it be a sweet and healthy new year, a year when each and every one of us can show up in the best way possible, with love, with generosity, and with tenderness, as we strive to make this world a better place. Shana Tova. Let's sing Karov one more time.
Ay, 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 ay. Ay, 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 ay. Ay, 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 ay. Ay, ay,
as you are able for Aleinu, page 41. Aleinu leshabeach ladon hakol, לתת גדולה ליוצר בראשית, שלא עשנו עם גויי ארצות, ולא שמנו ממשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו עמהם, וגורלנו עם כל המונם, ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא. may be seated. If you're mourning or commemorating a yortzeit, your custom is to rise for the Mornis Kaddish, Kaddish Yaton, the Mornis Kaddish on page 43. I want to especially offer our condolences and welcome back to our sanctuary, Rabbi Margie Klein, who ended Shiva for her mother this morning, and she just walked in from Shiva from New York here to Boston to be with us for the holidays, and we embrace you and hold you, Rabbi Margie, in this moment. Please rise if you are able. If you are commemorating a yortzeit or you are in mourning or your custom is to rise for the Mornis Kaddish, page 43, we say the Mornis Kaddish. Itgadal ve'itkadas shemeh rabah.
Amen.
Ve'alma divra cheroteh ve'yamlich malchuteh. B'chayechon u'v'yamechon u'v'chaye dechol Beit Yisrael. Ba'agala u'b'zman kariv ve'imru. Amen. Ye'esh me Rabba Mevarach Le'olam Olam Maya Yitbarach ve'ishtabach ve'itpa'ar ve'itromam ve'itnaseh ve'itadar ve'italeh ve'italal shemeh dekudesha brichu le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata tushvechata v'nechemata damiram ve'alma ve'imbru. Amen. Ye'esh lama Rabba min Shemaya וחיים עלינו ועל כל ישראל ואמרו אמן. עושה שלום במרומיו וברחמיו יעשה שלום עלינו על כל ישראל ועל כל יושבי תבל ואמרו אמן. You may be seated. Again, wonderful to be with you and to welcome you all that are in person, are online. Look forward to see you a lot in the next couple of days. Early service tomorrow at 8:15, late service at 11:30. There is a lot of other things going on, family service, art projects, Torah classes, both on Zoom. There's so much going on. And what? Tashlich in the afternoon. So just look at your, thank you, I wasn't sure what Noah was trying to say. Tashlich. So just look at your schedule, join us. I hope you join us again online or in person, chauffeur service, all of it. It's wonderful to be able to welcome this new year and celebrate together. Thank you to Bernie for being our first usher of the whole season, which we want to help him by making sure we bring our machzorim back and to bring them close, not like turn around, and only bring the ones that you used tonight. Do not bring the ones from tomorrow. Those need to stay. And bring these two different song sheets separately so we can put them aside. One of them will keep using it through the whole high holidays. The other one, we will wait until next Rosh Hashanah to sing Achot Ketana again. So that would be very helpful. And those of you who come on the first night are the only ones that get some honey sticks to take with you for yourself, for your friends, for your children. Take them home. And in the meantime, I'm going to invite the kids, all ages, even if you are an older kid, to join me here both for Kiddush and apples and honey. So any kids that want to join me here, come down. There's a few up there. We start with the Kiddush. Do you want to do Kiddush? No, we'll say Kiddush. Okay, please rise as you're able and come closer if you wish to do so.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen.
Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bachar banu mimkol am ורוממנו מכל לשון וקידשנו במצוותיו ותיתן לנו אדוני אלוהינו באהבה מועדים לשמחה, חגים וזמנים לששון. את יום הזיכרון הזה, יום תרועה מקרא קודש, זכר ליציאת מצרים. כי בנו בחרת ואותנו קידשת עם כל העמים, דברך אמת וקיים לעד. ברוך אתה אדוני. נקדש ישראל ויום הזיכרון.
שהחיינו.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, שהחיינו וקיימנו והגיענו לזמן הזה.
So we take an apple. L'chaim. Take an apple. Only touch the apple you're going to eat. Thank you. Okay. Do you want to take an apple? Okay. And we say, Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, borei pri ha'etz. יהי רצון מלפניך, אדוני אלוהינו ואלוהי אבותינו ואמותינו, שתחדש עלינו שנה טובה ומתוקה. May it be your will, Adonai Eloheinu, God of our ancestors, that you will renew for us this year as a sweet and good year.
Amen.
Shana Tova.
Shana
We finish
Tova.
with Psalm 27.
Page 44 in the middle. 44. Shana Tova!